Yeah, so you see the thing you do, people they talk saying when our leaders go sell the country without us knowing. Like we go wake up one day then sell the country. Then we don't know because we know they pay attention. Like we know they pay attention to anything. We just live on our lives, and that is just that. It's just vibes and inshallah. But in the background, things they happen. Where at the end of the day, if we don't sit and talk about them, it go affect us. You understand? When you go on Twitter, scraps CSA bill. Scrap CSA bill is trending. The Cyber Security Act. Scrap the Cyber Security Act is trending. And bro, you see, it is a bill. Like a conversation is around it that it should be passed into law. And the content of that bill, the clauses in that bill, no, bro, if they read something to you, it go bust your mind. But from the look of things, from the conversations around them on social media, many people say no know say something like this they happen. Like many people don't know something like this they happen. Something where if them pass, it go affect one or two things. No, people have zero knowledge, idea about something like that. A bill like this being introduced to Parliament and things. So our tech bros on Twitter started an agenda to enlighten people, probe into it, scrutinize it, and talk about the clauses. The clauses then feel like they make sense, Then they talk about them on social media. So I have one of the tech bros on the call that I'll be talking to. You understand? He actually started the whole conversation. He did a thread breaking down the components of the bill, the clauses where they feel like this one there, it sit on one of fundamental human rights. It be something where, like in a country where we practice democracy there, this isn't something that we for champion, or this isn't something we for put in a bill for it to be passed into law. So I have Nana Boateng on the call with me. I'm going to have a conversation with him. He's going to walk me through the whole process of the Cyber Security Act and everything. Then we go understand where we stand and how we go to contribute, because according to the Ministry of Communication, they've opened it up for like consultation. They are consulting the citizens, you understand? But at the end of the day, when it comes to the publicity surrounding this particular bill, it is low. Like people don't really know about it. So if you have put it out there that people should contribute, you understand, people should contribute their opinions to it, and people don't know about it. How are people going to contribute? You understand? And if we don't talk about this thing, you go see no la sulala, then pass back, go pass them, then it becomes a law. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the conversation we can have. My name is Sheldon. Hello, Chief.
Hello. Yes, boss.
How far?
Charlie, I think inside.
First of all, I've seen your fight on the TL. No be small. It's like you have identified a problem. You've seen something where you try alert Ghanaians, but Ghanaians say for here. Ghanaians say for here. We say you. Did we say you?
Nah, we need different species.
But anyway, what is the Cyber Security Act about? Like, why are you so like I've seen for the past 2 days you are on the TL trying to enlighten people, trying to highlight some of the clauses in this particular amendment bill that you feel like bro, when we give that much power to an authority, it go in a long way to affect us. And so even to the point that you've had like some back and forth with the Minister of Communications and everything, and now I've heard that they've extended the deadline for opinion soliciting and submissions and everything. But what is the Cyber Security Amendment Bill? How did you even come in contact with it? Because more people even have zero idea, knowledge about the fact that something like this is going on in the background.
Yes. So before I begin to speak on this subject, I beg everybody listening to me, just read the Cyber Security Amendment Bill 2025 for yourself. You can just Google it, Cyber Security Amendment Bill 2025. You'll find a link online. Click on it, open the PDF and read it. Because there's a lot in there that affects your money, your business, and then your freedom online. Right. So the bill itself is not anything new.
Okay.
It is an amendment to something that already exists. That is the Cyber Security Act 2020. A law that Ghana already has to fight cybercrime.
Okay.
But now what the government is doing is that it wants to change some parts of this law and then expand the powers of the Cyber Security Authority. adding new offenses and then changing how the whole thing will be funded.
Okay.
Right. So, like I always say, I don't think that the entire bill is a bad thing.
Okay.
Because it is meant to strengthen Ghana's cybersecurity system and to protect us from hackers and scams and then online crime. And that's something we all want.
Yeah, true.
Yes, but then on the surface, it looks like progress. But when you dive deeper into the thing, you realize that the way the amendment has been written, it gives too much power to one authority. And that's where the danger lies. So, first of all, the cybersecurity, the CSA, the Cybersecurity Authority, will have power to investigate, prosecute, and freeze your assets. That means that one body can act as the police, the prosecutor, and the judge's assistant all at once.
I see.
Right? And normally it's the police that will investigate, and then the prosecutors will charge, and then the judges will decide if you are guilty or not.
Yeah.
But then this law blends all that into one authority. Imagine you put something online, or you are running your business, and then they come and then they say that you are under investigation. They can freeze your money right away and only go to court after 2 weeks.
So they don't need a warrant.
No.
They've been empowered enough to, like, you know,
do that.
exercise some of, you know, these things.
Yes. But then all they need to. So if you read the bill, sometimes all they need is just a 7-day notice.
Okay,
to write
the 7-day notice.
That's all they need, and they can come and then do whatever they want to do. Right. So if you are arrested, or if your money is frozen under this bill, and then later you are found innocent, there is no clear path to compensate you. They don't. The law just gives them power to act, but then they don't repair anything.
They destroy, they don't repair.
They don't repair anything.
Okay.
Right. And then what is alarming is also the money involved.
I see.
Because the CSA will be keeping 50% of all fines it collects, plus a cut of communication tax. That's 12% of that, and then 9% of corporate tax. So for people who don't know, the communication tax is just they take it from your airtime, your data bundles, and your call charges. They are going to take 12% of that, and then 9% of corporate taxes. So think about this: the same body that decides who to punish will profit from the punishment.
Okay. Then this will be even a motivational factor to go after people because they will be profiting.
Conflict of interest, a serious one. A serious one. So these are some of the concerns in there, right? And then, like I said, the bill allows them to come and inspect. They'll come for inspections without a court warrant. If you own a business, they can come there and then inspect your things. But then they'll just give you a 7-day written notice that they are coming to check your things. And, so, for example, you like this, they can come to KSS and then they'll just come and go through your systems, documents, and even interview your staff. They can come and hold Scanty's neck and then say that give us
make
answers.
You divulge information.
He can't do anything because he'll either pay a fine or go to jail if he doesn't comply. And that's alarming.
So it's basically them, like, giving them that much power to police whatever we do in this space.
Exactly. Right. And all we are begging for is that they review some of these things, because this power in the wrong hands, it won't be a good thing.
Okay.
People can exploit some of these loopholes.
What about the misinformation and the disinformation aspect? Because right now there's an aspect of the bill where certain statements, certain like pronouncement, then go fit talk say this is misinformation, this is disinformation, and then go fit move to you and things. It means like, Charlie, right now you have to be circumspect with what you say, like you put out there. Even if you are circumspect and you put something out, you wouldn't know, like somebody go fit just step in and tell you say this is misinformation, and at the end of the day you are going to be subjected to the laws.
Yes. I mean, and the penalties for that is huge.
That is how much?
Oh, you could be fined up to 300,000 cedis.
But who determines what a misinformation and a disinformation is?
They do.
They
So
do.
in
The law will empower them.
Yes, to do that. Because you see, some of these things are vague. They use some vague terms that they will decide what misinformation is. So, so for example, yesterday, Honorable Sam George flagged one of my posts and then addressed it as
Misinformation. Yeah, I saw it.
So something like that, they'll just come and pick me up. They'll come and pick me up and then they will take me straight to jail because I'm a criminal.
I see.
He decided that it is misinformation.
You will not be allowed to explain your tweet or anything. They will just send you in.
Oh yeah, you see, so that's some of them. So like I said, they can act as the police, the judge, and all that. So even before your case gets to the court, judgment has already been passed. How is it that you, just because I suspect you, I come and seize everything you own, and then after 2 weeks we find out that you're innocent before we give it back to you? So that's just some of those powers that we are addressing. It's just too much power in one body.
In one body, okay.
They can pass judgment even before I am proven guilty or not. And like I said, 300,000, or you go to jail for 3 to 5 years for spreading false information. So,
but you see, spreading of misinformation, for example, when you look at our system in our space, you know that like people spread misinformation, even the politicians themselves, right? They spread misinformation. It's all over the place. So don't you think something like this is going to help curb, like, you know, the spread of misinformation in the system? Or still a conversation must be had about the whole thing?
Yeah, so it is not really about the spreading of misinformation. It is about who is defining what
misinformation is.
Yes, that's where the problem is.
Okay.
Because if somebody doesn't like you, right, it's over for you.
Anyway, I know somebody in that ministry who doesn't like me. I will just take my jail term in advance.
Oh yeah. Straight. And you see, these people too, it's not like they don't even do like 6 months, 3 years, 5 years.
3 years.
You know, no break.
Crazy.
3 to 5 years. Right? And the fines are huge. Hundreds of thousands of cedis.
And they will end up benefiting from these
50%,
fines.
50%.
50%, that's half.
Soft. They charge you 200,000, they are taking 100,000 home. Soft.
Crazy. So, I mean, when it comes to awareness and everything, because you started your submission by saying people should make the conscious effort to, go out there and read for themselves. Like they should delve deep into this amendment bill and, understand what is going to be introduced to Parliament for them to pass. Because at the end of the day, when it is passed, there is no turning back to this thing. What should people do? I mean, I'm sure people who are watching us, they've not heard about this particular amendment bill and they would want to understand what is happening. Maybe through that they can, add their voices to like the campaign that you have started with colleague tech bros and everything. What should people do? What do they have to do in order to make sure that their voices are heard when it comes to this particular amendment bill?
So I think the first thing they need to do is that they need to read it.
Okay.
They shouldn't take my word for it. I could be lying.
Okay.
They should read it for themselves. And if they don't understand anything, they should come online and speak out. Right. Aside that, they should go on the website to submit their views on how they feel about the bill, what they need to add or change or whatever it is. They need to submit it. But then I don't want them to just stop at the
submission.
The formal submission. They need to come online. And that is what they are fighting against. I don't know why they are fighting me for coming online to speak about some of these things. Because we have to discuss them. It will affect everybody. So they need to read first, send their submissions, and then come online. And then they are public servants. They work for us. We have a right to
question them, scrutinize them.
Yes. They are not superstars. I don't know why. I don't know. They are not. They work for us.
But you see, the kind of politics we practice in this country, we make people like superstars. Politicians are superstars and celebrities.
Yeah, like we need to, and and it's fine for us to have conversations. It
Yeah.
shouldn't be a fight.
Yeah, it shouldn't.
Let's have
Absolutely
a
not.
conversation about it.
Yeah.
I think A is bad. Oh, I don't think A is. You don't say then you are misinforming people. Like, just explain it. Okay, this is where you got it wrong. Oh, okay, then I get it. Then we all learn. So our advice, people read it first. See, even if you can't read it, right now we have artificial intelligence is in abundance. Pick the PDF and paste it there. And
It can summarize it for you.
You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked. So everybody needs to read it.
But before you go, I would want you to just itemize some of the things that you have identified in this particular amendment bill, right? Just highlight it for us so that we just go end them. Then at the end of the day, we are still encouraging people to go out there and read. And the deadline has been extended through some of the activism of persons like you, because if you hadn't come online to challenge them, I'm not sure the extension was going to even be done. But right now, they've seen that there's interest. People want to have a conversation, so they've extended the deadline for submission and opinion soliciting to like 14th, right? 14th November.
Yes. 14th.
Yes. So we have from now till 14th November to make sure our voices are heard when it comes to this cybersecurity amendment bill. Now, the content, you people need to understand it, because at the end of the day, when it is passed, it has been passed.
Exactly.
So if, like, content creators, the TikTokers, the Instagrammers, the YouTubers, it is important that we lend our voices to this particular initiative, because, bro, a book
Sheldon, let me explain one part. Let me just explain one part. So, in the bill, it includes something called digital services and supply chain services, right? It sounds harmless, right? But then in practice, that could mean anything and almost anything online. So any online platform will be regulated by them, right? The amendment adds digital services and supply chain services to the list of sectors that the minister may designate as critical information infrastructure. Now, it defines digital services broadly as services that are delivered electronically. Yeah, electronically, right? Including social media platforms, e-commerce platforms, streaming services. So it's like they've intentionally left it just like that. So it can apply to anybody that, as long as you're online and you are offering a service, you have to abide by their rules. And that's scary, because if you don't abide by their rules, your fine ranges from 60,000 to 600,000. That's like 5,000 to 50,000 penalty points.
But I'm sure there are certain aspects of this bill too that seek to protect, like, minors.
Exactly.
How people are bullied online and everything. I think that too must be highlighted for people to understand.
Yes, it like I said in the beginning, I don't think the bill is entirely bad. I just think we need to review certain things. This bill will protect people with disabilities. You can't come online and then just say anything about people with disabilities. It will protect women and children. The spreading of nudes and all those things, they will come for you. So it protects some of those things, but then there are also other things that I feel like we need to look at.
Okay.
So I can highlight
just kindly highlight the some of the things that you feel like, nah, bro, we have to do better. We need to have an extensive conversation about these particular things, because we shouldn't let it go try like that.
Yeah. So the first thing that I will address is the funding source.
Okay.
You see, you can read section 31. And the authority will profit from the fines and taxes. You see, that will create a financial incentive to punish rather than protect.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yes.
It will motivate me to make a go hunt people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because if you hunt somebody, you get 50%.
Yeah.
So allow cash out.
Okay.
Okay. Section 35. Also, that's one of the things that I addressed. The critical systems thing. The definition of critical is too broad, including digital services, which can cover social media, fintech, e-commerce. is just too broad, given the government's power to control and regulate ordinary online businesses. And the fines too are huge.
Yeah.
If you are not able to pay, you go to jail.
Right? Just because of a tweet that one, like somebody go visit in office, then talk, say this is misinformation.
You go to jail.
You go to jail. That's crazy.
Go to jail.
It's crazy.
You go to jail, and it's you versus them. So, and another thing is the penalties, right? Is too much. Like 60,000, 600,000 CDs.
Maybe this is to serve as a deterrent to people like do not misinform, do not disinform, do not do this. They just put in that huge amount there for people to know that when you there's something like you up and find out, or something like that. When you up, you find out.
Or you find out, but Charlie, we are all one people. So the way they drafted the bill, like, even if it's by mistake, it's like you are still guilty, and it's in there. Even if it's by mistake.
By mistake, you are still guilty.
Mistake, you are crazy.
Crazy.
Right. So, and I think another thing is the section 59E to 59G. This allows secret data handovers from service providers to authorities without informing affected users. So they can go to MTN and say that give us all Sheldon's data, but MTN is not allowed to tell you.
That's crazy.
It's in there.
So the cybersecurity office go just go to Vodafone, MTN. We need messages,
your internet
everything.
Activity. You need everything. Hand it over, but they are not allowed to let you know.
And yes, bro, and that is in the bill.
It's in there. You can read it. It's in there. It's all in there. It's in there.
Freedom of speech is back.
Everything is in there, and a lot. Like I can go on and on. Like it's just read it for yourself.
Yeah.
Right? I'm tired of crying alone. Let's all cry together.
Yeah.
Read it.
Yeah.
If you read it, you understand why I haven't slept all night, and I'm just online going back and forth because it's very important. I'm enjoying my freedom and my privacy. I don't want anyone to come and infringe on my rights.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Nana Boateng from downtown. As I said, he's been championing the agenda of scrutiny when it comes to this particular amendment bill, and that is like beautiful to see. You understand, when the youth we take interest in some of these things, it will put one of politicians on their toes to do the right thing. Through the advocacy, we've had the deadline to be extended, you understand? So all of us, we must come together to make sure our voices are heard when it comes to this amendment bill. No sit, make it happen, finish, then we go do demonstration. We go do something about it from the initial stages and everything. But boss, big shout outs to you, and keep cooking. We day behind you and everything. We see everything that you are doing. Thanks for hopping on this call to break down some of the things in the amendment bill. We appreciate your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
How can people follow you though on social media in case they want to see what you are,
K.O. Boateng.
K.O. Boateng on all social media platforms, guys. If you want to, know more about what he is doing with regards to this amendment bill, you can follow him on Twitter and other social platforms. Once again, thank you very much. We appreciate your time.
Charlie, thank you too.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is why the Scrap the Cybersecurity Act is trending. As he said, there is a lot in the amendment bill that we foresit, then scrutinize, then understand. Because at the end of the day, when these things are passed into laws, it will have like adverse effect on one or two things. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us be part of the conversation. Make we not sit them fold one hands, then feel like, oh, this thing they concern us. It concern everyone. So let us do what he is doing. Let us be critical. There is absolutely nothing wrong in being critical. That is the point of democracy. But the thing is, what we practice here is democracy. That's why people are not allowed to express themselves. Once you go dissent, they feel like, oh, you are making a government unpopular. You don't like this. You don't like that. Nobody has time for that. It is important that we get critical on certain issues. That is the only way we go feel optimized. But you see, we've built our society on fanfooling and timidity. It's crazy. It is crazy to me, bro. Say whatever is on your mind without fear or favor. That's what we do, bro. Anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, we will see you on the flip side of things. My name is Sheldon, and we will put you on game. We will highlight some of these things. The aftermath is you and your problem and your gods. My name is Sheldon once again. I'm out.